Welcome once again to Talking About Noise. I am your host, Art Moore.
And I am your host, Eric Hansen.
And we're here to bring you the news.
And it's
about
time!
the music. Yes, that's. I love that.
Are you ready to rumble?
Are you ready to rumble?
I thought you were going to try and sell me a car here pretty soon. No interest, zero down, money, payments.
Man, I am so excited about today's show.
I didn't notice.
We took Memorial Day off. I had a fun time, just kind of. I didn't barbecue. I probably should have barbecued, but I don't have a barbecue, so I need to purchase a barbecue so I can barbecue, so that we can all enjoy in barbecue-ness. Because I love barbecue. Okay. What's your favorite food to barbecue?
Hamburgers.
Oh man, you're lame.
Steak.
Lame.
I believe that's the sign for loser.
Loser. What's that? What's the movie that's from? That's like from the 90s.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess.
No?
What?
Oh,
that
my
is
goodness.
so random.
Well, we bring you the most topical memes and internet sensations right here.
From the 90s.
Loser from the 90s.
That is, I wonder where that came from, actually.
We've seen a huge uptick in viewership. We're excited for all of you new viewers to our show. Again, once a week, we come to you with a good 45-minute episode. It's anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. And we just talk about music, recording, audio, all kinds of stuff.
I have to do that. I'm saying, where did the loser L gesture hand come from?
You have to look that up right now.
Sure enough,
yes.
There's a wiki page for it.
There's a whole wiki page. Go down to media.
I swear they make this crap up. In Montenegro, it is used by liberals and enjoys a wider use since the breakup of Yugoslavia. What? Come on.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. Nothing? Okay. Art and Eric.
Here we go.
Search Google
I knew
for
it was a movie, and it was the 90s. You were right. The gesture was popular in the 1990s, partly because of the movie Ace Ventura. Detective.
Yes.
That's what it was. Jim Carrey.
Remember.
Jim Carrey has changed our lives for the better.
He's a life changer. Yeah, for sure.
I'm totally that guy at the party. People would be like, so I'm fairly certain farm subsidies are ruining the economy. And I'll be like, 1 second. Let me check that out.
You can check out our Farm Subsidy podcast on our other channel.
I will come back 45 minutes later,
farming.
And I will be like, dude, you were so wrong. And they're like, oh, what were we talking about? I don't even remember.
Yeah, farm subsidies apparently.
So
all right, well, let's get on to some
guy.
fun stuff. We're just going to go right to news.
Our
little banter here in the beginning. I don't know what's going on. This is kind of weird.
No, I had to know where that came from. You were
I'm the
mocking
same
me,
way.
I needed the etymology of said mocking.
Oh man, I love that word, etymology.
So hot right now.
Well, no, my wife is an English major, and I have a strange fascination with using new words. I try to consistently use words that she hasn't heard. And so I actually go look up words and figure out their usage. And
so you have word of the day toilet paper.
Oh, man.
We get.
Yeah, I totally should get it. I don't, but
I get it.
Yeah, I think etymology of words is great, but also just the whole need to know, looking stuff up and sharing that information. That's fun. It's like a lot of people are like, man, everything's just so easy. It's right there on your fingertips. But I'm like, I'm continually learning every day.
Yes, he's that guy at the party too.
Oh, okay.
He pulls it up and he's like, guys, did you know that the word well is descended from wa in Latin? No way. Did you know that? And you're
it's
that
a
guy.
real thing. Sorry,
That
guys.
is why we are friends, Art. That is why we have a podcast where we talk about music.
Moving on to news. What do you have for us today, Eric, in the way of news?
In awesome news, my band, The Swoop, we should be going on tour mid-July.
Really? Where are you going on tour?
I have no idea yet.
Oh, sweet.
But
I'm assuming
my
in the
new
Idaho,
drummer and I, Emily, giving you a shout out to my new drummer.
Vegas?
We are rocking it. So,
dude, we got to come over and do some videos.
Yes, actually, we will be doing a video, and then we can have everyone critique it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Anyway, here's my news. I'm really excited about this, Art.
What's going on?
All right. So I figured the world needs some rage in their life.
Not.
Nope.
Oh,
Totally.
I'm not going to say it. Go ahead. Keep going.
So the prophets of rage. Rage Against the Machine is back,
Yes.
but they're a new supergroup. So they ditched the lead singer. Or I should say he ditched them.
He ditched them years
Zach
ago.
de la Rocha.
Didn't he ditch them years ago? I'm not talking to him. I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah, you are.
Didn't he leave like years ago?
Yeah, he did.
Isn't that the whole thing?
Yeah. So Public Enemy's Chuck D, Cypress Hill's Be Real, and the band Rage Against the Machine have gotten together to make the new band Prophets of Rage. And they have on their website, they're just doing like select shows right now, but they have like a whole promo video, and it almost feels like one of those documentaries. Like we feel like America has really lost its way and needs to rage again. We're going to teach America how to rage. I was like,
I kind of like that.
it was
That's
actually
cool.
kind of funny. It was pretty cool. So get this. They are going to attempt, now that this is going to be difficult, but I love the idea. We will be rocking furiously in and around the Republican National Convention, the guitarist Morello told
Really?
Bloomberg Politics. So he says, quote, well, there's a thing called the Republican National Convention in July, and that will be a perfect place for a band like Prophets of Rage to cause a ruckus. And we will be there on the streets, in the field. We have a venue, and there may be venues that will be spontaneous venues. It's hard to say. So what they've had to do, apparently, is they've booked like 10 different venues, and they may show up to one or two of them, but they can't tell anybody for fear of like protesters stopping them from actually bringing their gear in and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Things have gotten nuts.
That's interesting.
And so it's going to be fun. And then
Do Republicans like protest like that? Is that their thing? Right? It's the Republican National Convention,
yeah,
not the Democratic.
So, oh, no. They plan on going to the Democratic one as well.
Oh, so they're doing this on both of them.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
Well, with the possibility of both Trump and Clinton in the race, I can see the need to rage. I'm feeling a little rageful
Yeah. No,
in this.
there's like the 10% minority out there. You divide them in half, and they absolutely hate each other. There's the Trumpites, the Hillaryites.
Yeah, right. It's a small amount of
they
people.
They want to kill each other, literally kill each other.
They want to finish this
And then
thing.
there's the rest of us that are like,
We're like, oh, please, just, stop it.
yeah.
What are you doing? Not cool.
And so, I don't know. You look at it, and you look at the San Jose stuff, and you're like, man, this is a mess. So anyway, Prophets of Rage. So this is going to be my pick of the week. Now, here's the deal. They don't have any new music from what I could tell. So the only thing I could get was like the very tail end of them performing live for their first show. That was it. And it really doesn't give you that much. But,
Interesting.
ooh, it's back, baby. It sounds good. So anyway,
Sounds really
I'm
interesting.
excited about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to you. I see you have some news. Bring me some news.
YouTube is, I don't know if you've heard of YouTube. They're an upstart little video sharing site online. We happen to be on YouTube. Check us out. Talking
We should
about
go to
Noise
Vimeo.
Audio Show. Should we switch over to Vimeo? Is that
No, do
where
both.
we're going? Do both. Man, we can barely upload.
Yeah, we can barely handle what we
can
do.
barely do what we're doing.
Yeah.
But it looks like YouTube is investing tens of millions of dollars in a new project trying to boost new artists' careers. So I think that's kind of interesting, especially since they're also in a battle right now with all of the major publishing companies over streaming prices. So,
Interesting.
I don't know. Like, music has been kind of YouTube's bread and butter. You've got all these people putting covers out, which is one thing, but also all of the major artists put their videos on YouTube.
That's right.
And so it's all about, like,
what a mess.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. But the YouTube investing more money into people's artists is trying to make its video production and post-production resources available for artists to shoot their own music videos. So I don't know what that means. Can I sign up for that?
Maybe we can. We should do this and we'll test it.
A viewership. Maybe that's a...
We'll test this out.
Where's YouTube located? Are they in California? They feel like a California company.
Oh, I was like, where's YouTube located? On the internet?
On the internet. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's in your pocket.
Silicon Valley?
Silicon Valley, maybe?
I don't know.
Seems like an expensive place to start up
Okay, wait.
a brand new startup like YouTube.
Here it is. Okay. So the NSA is actually a subdivision of YouTube. And all of those fancy new locations the NSA has are actually YouTube servers.
I can definitely see that. Yeah.
I did it.
Yep. You solved the internet. Eric has fixed U.S. politics.
And you want to know what? It's the lizard people that are running everything.
The lizard people are running everything.
Because they're running YouTube.
Yeah, that doesn't sound conspiracy theorist at all.
I know, right? Oh, I forgot to include the Illuminati.
The Illuminati.
Anyway. Okay.
That's it for today, guys.
No, I've got another.
You got more news.
I've got more.
News it up, baby.
Dude, this is going to blow your mind.
News it up.
Okay.
Lay it down on the table now.
I really am going to blow your mind here.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Blow me away.
All right. So Madonna was in a lawsuit.
Okay.
Someone was suing Madonna. It was...
Was it for that baseball movie?
For what?
Was it for that baseball movie that she did?
The Sandlot?
No, she didn't do The Sandlot.
Evita?
No, A League of Their Own.
Oh, right. She's getting sued for being in a movie from the 80s.
I don't know. Terrible movie? I don't know.
Whoa.
No.
Did you just go there?
No. Hold on. I don't actually think that's a bad
Divider.
No, I don't actually think that's...
Triggered.
Okay. So
Triggered.
Okay, so interesting story. Her song, the Playground song... This used to be our playground.
Yes.
This used to be our playground, right? So that song was connected to that movie. It was like the end credits.
Was written by you. Oh, wait. Okay.
No. But I did listen to it for a whole summer while I was working, digging out a basement.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was that and Red Hot Chili Peppers, Under the Bridge.
That would be fun.
Yeah, that was a good one. But man, I got so sick of all that music from that summer because we listened to one radio station. They played the same stuff every hour, like all hour long, and I was there for like 8 hours. So it was like really annoying.
Torture.
But I knew all the words.
Anyway,
okay, she's getting sued.
She's
not
getting
for
sued.
A League of Their Own. Could it be a League of Legends? Could she? Is it a video game lawsuit?
I'm going to get through this. I'm going to do this.
Guys, I'm just in a really silly mood. I don't care. I'm just having so much fun today.
Okay,
Who
so
cares?
the Ninth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in Pasadena ruled on a 2-to-1 vote. Okay,
2-to-1
that a get this 0.23 second horn snippet that appears in her song Vogue would not be recognizable to the general public as hailing from the song Love Break by the Sal Soul Orchestra. So here's how this went down.
Did it get sampled? Is that what happened?
Here's how it went down. Okay. So
because I'm starting to get angry about this. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, you're going to break the table.
Yeah.
Okay, so
a nice new glass table for the podcast here.
Actually, if you did that, viewership skyrockets.
Skyrocket.
Man breaks table
Idiot
without
podcaster
trying.
breaks his own table.
Okay.
Angry about Madonna.
Okay, the producer, a guy named Pettibone. Okay, he actually worked with the Sal Soul Orchestra in 1981, 1982. Was their producer.
All right.
Also helped Madonna, was the producer for Vogue. He basically, had an uptick in his career.
Just a little bit.
Became a very high-end producer, okay, by 1990.
For pop music.
For pop music. Well, yeah. And so he was working on Vogue. He used a horn sound that was similar to what was used in this song called Love Break. Okay?
Right.
And the people that own the copyright, the license to Love Break, sued Madonna, saying, you stole the horn sound from our song, and it's clearly recognizable by this 0.23 second snippet we have here. The same horn sound. And get this, it had to go to an appeals court. Madonna had to defend her music in an appeals court.
What?
And still only won on a 2-1 vote.
This is a cash grab.
And yeah, of course it is. And the dissenting vote said theft is still theft, regardless of how it occurs. Whatever, man.
Theft is still theft, regardless of how it occurs. I'm just going to ruminate on that a little bit.
I know, right? This blows my mind. Okay, so I decided.
Okay, so here's a question, not related to this, but just because I like to talk about stuff. I often see people who drive the exact same car that I do. I drive a 1997 Ford Expedition.
How dare you?
It's old. It's super old. I like old cars. So I drive this old car, and I have many times pulled up and parked right next to another Expedition, same model, same year, same pretty much everything, except they've got like maybe little pictures of those sticker families on the back of their car. If I were somehow to like accidentally take their car, would that be an accident or would I get arrested for theft?
So you'd get arrested for theft.
I would get arrested for theft? They wouldn't be like, oh man, I'm so sorry.
I would throw you in prison for 20 years.
For 20 years?
$2,500,000 fine.
For grand theft?
And force you to go to appeals court. That's what I would do.
All right.
Because theft is still theft.
No matter how it happens.
Right?
You don't think the
Unreal.
person would be like, oh man, I can't believe, what a funny experience. Give me my car back. I'll give you your car back. We're fine.
So I'm trying to play devil's advocate, and there's no way to play devil's advocate here because this is so ludicrous.
Yeah.
So here's the deal.
A 0.23 second
We have a
sample.
snippet of both songs. See if you can listen to the horn section because it is included in both.
Oh, we have a sample.
We have a sample. This is the sample I gave you.
Here
We're going to listen and tell me if you can find this horn section.
All right, here we go.
Keep it coming on. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? Let your body move to the music. Hey, come on.
Oh, I cannot hear it in the Madonna song.
Right?
I cannot hear it at all.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Who, what?
Right?
Seriously.
And it went to an appeals court.
Different keys, so it probably was not sampled, but it was maybe a possibility of a similar sound. And the fact that it's been out for how long, and now they're complaining about this horn sound? Because that's how they described it, a horn sound. Not a riff, not a lick, not anything like that.
And
right? Just like, whop.
The only evidence they had that they brought to the court was a 0.23 second horn sound. I can't even. That was it right there.
How much did that cost Madonna to defend?
I don't know. Probably
that's the real question.
Yeah.
Probably
$500,000.
Yeah, something like that. I'm sure.
So anyway, yeah, I saw it as a total cash grab. Anyway, it is what it is, right?
I agree. Totally is.
And you didn't break the table yet.
No, but I am pretty angry about that one. All right, folks. The transition to YouTube has been really interesting for us. I think I have liked seeing us on YouTube. I've liked seeing the people who watch it and who enjoy it. There's a couple things, though, before we get started with Eric's segment. We don't really exist unless you guys support us. So,
and by support, just mean like.
Yeah, like the video, like the podcast. if you're on iTunes, or even if you're not, go to iTunes and leave us a good review. We recently had to bring down our feed and then bring it back up, so all the reviews we had before are no longer there. We need new people to give us a review. So please take a second out of your life. Think to yourself,
I feel like we're on a fun
these
to
two
drive.
idiots are kind of fun. I'm going to maybe support
I'm sitting
the
here next to this
idiocy
telephone,
that they
and
produce.
the 10th person to call and donate will get my voice on their answering machine.
Oh my goodness, we should do a telethon for the podcast.
Yes.
How great would that be?
That'd be horrible. Anyway, today's songwriting segment, Art. Lyrics.
Yes.
We are going to work on lyrics.
My son is writing, he's starting to write lyrics for his songs. And he's like, Dad, where can I learn more about writing lyrics? I was like, go watch my podcast.
Go.
We
Go
literally
listen to
talk
the
about this
experts.
every other week. And he's like,
Podcast.
wait, you guys talk about songwriting? I was like, you're my son. How do you not know what okay, fine.
That's really funny. Okay.
You just think I do dishes, don't you?
Okay,
Yeah,
here we go.
that's what you do, Dad. All right, let's talk about it.
Okay. Verse development and power positions. You got to be careful with that word, power positions. Okay. So, here we go. Think of your verses as colored spotlights. They shine their lights on their chorus or refrain. If two verses project exactly the same color, their choruses will look exactly the same. If they project different or deeper colors, the choruses will look different. When you keep your verses interesting and keep your idea moving forward, you will have little trouble lighting up your chorus or refrain in different ways. We do this through two methods. One is the use of repetition. Because of strong verse development, a chorus can become deeper and more interesting each time we see it.
Okay.
The power positions light up the chorus with the right color from the right angle to put crucial ideas in the strongest focus. So we're talking about power positions, and we're going to use a song that I actually like.
Wait a second. Stop right there. Everyone stop.
I know.
We are analyzing a song that you like?
I know, right?
Okay, this has never happened in talking about noise podcast
Shut
history.
up.
Eric likes something. Holy smokes.
So
Stop the
I was going to
presses.
say 2 episodes ago, if you go back 2 episodes, we analyzed Lucas Graham's 7 Years.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And the consensus between us was that the song was awful.
Well, the lyrics are terrible. I went back and listened to the song, and that's terrible too.
And I gave it another listen.
And now,
it's
and now,
terrible.
3 of my you talked about the curse of this song and how your students wanted to learn how to play it, and you're like, oh, and I have to teach them how to play it. Well, now 3 of my piano students want to learn this song. Like after we talked about it that week,
Yeah.
I want to learn to play 7 Years.
And you're like, oh.
I don't
And then
think
you
so.
get into it, and you're like, oh yeah, this is as bad as our.
You don't want to learn how to play this. No.
Actually, you should. You should go to the parents and be like, you realize he talks about some pretty nasty stuff through metaphor in this. I would dissuade your child from learning this song.
Morally speaking, this song is just
atrocious.
terrible.
Instead,
Trust me, I'm an expert.
your child should
I talked
be
about it
learning
on my podcast.
Stairway to Heaven. That would be a more apropos.
Is there a piano part to Stairway in Heaven?
No,
I don't think so.
but who cares? Everyone should be learning Stairway to Heaven.
No one should be playing it, though.
I actually what? So
Isn't there that big sign in
Yeah.
Wayne's World?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
once again the 90s.
The
Thank you.
90s.
I actually introduced Stairway to Heaven to one of my guitar students, and
What did
she
he think?
she was like, "Is this song old?" I'm like, "Yes, it's really old."
Listen here.
And then she goes, "Huh? I wonder if my parents would know this." So I'm like, "Okay, when were your parents born or whatever?" And she was like, "Well, I'm not sure. I think they're in their 50s." I was like, "Yeah, your parents might not even. This might be too old for them."
It might be too old for them. Yeah, definitely. I can see that.
Anyway, we are going to analyze "Shake It Out" by Florence and the Machine.
Shake it out. Shake it out.
No, oh my gosh. Okay, so
It's not the right song, guys.
funny enough, the reason we're choosing this is this came on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter was in the car, and she listened to it, and she was like, "Dad, did she just say shake it off?" And I was like, "Yes, she says it at the very end of the chorus."
Yeah.
She stole that from Taylor Swift.
Oh,
Already,
no.
she's looking for
She's
the
so litigious.
connection.
Your daughter.
Yeah,
I remember.
she's
I came
going to
over
become
the other
that
day.
person at the party.
I came over the other day, and she asked me some very probing questions. I was like, "Am I on trial here?" And she's like, "That's still to be determined."
Oh, good for her. All right.
Something about candy.
So as I was analyzing this, I actually really I came to enjoy the song more.
Ooh.
So I like this song a lot. So we're talking about power positions, and I think there's a particular power position in this song, and we'll see how it works. Now, the problem with lyrics, right, and I'll say poetry in general, is we're dealing with abstract ideas, right?
Abstract of the abstract.
And it's very complicated sometimes because sometimes people will hit on an idea and just make you go, "Oh, that's amazing. Wow." But
Yeah.
you can't explain why it's amazing.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
So, anyway, I'll try and explain what a power position is, or at least how I've interpreted it in this song, and then I'll
Yeah,
point it out.
I'm feeling confused and a little bereft with that
Art,
phrase there. Power play.
just not power position.
Power position.
I was going to say, you should get used to that feeling when you're around me.
I was watching the Utah Grizzlies. They're a hockey team, and that was.
You were like, power play, awesome.
That's a Utah
Hockey is
Grizzlies
the best.
power play.
I love hockey. Shoot for touchdown. Go score. Sports.
Go long,
Yeah,
dunk
yeah.
it, dunk it. Is that a foul ball? I think that was foul. Pretty sure that was foul.
When I go watch football games and I know the people in front of me are really obnoxious,
Really,
I
like-
will be the super obnoxious person. Be like, home run! I want a home run! And they're like, dude, do you even know sports?
Shut up.
Okay, anyway,
But
I gotta
people
get
are
to the song.
Most people are like, no, I know what you're doing.
No.
No?
I am so
You get
good
some
at
angry
being
people?
obnoxious. Okay. I like this. All right, here we go.
Florence and the Machine.
First verse, okay? Let's go over the song structure a little bit, okay? So we have verse 1, we have verse 2, then we have chorus,
Chorus.
verse 3, which is half as long as the first and second verse.
Okay.
Chorus,
Chorus, okay.
second chorus. Then we do a third chorus,
Third chorus.
bridge,
Bridge.
chorus.
Chorus. So, wait.
Very interesting. I
Third
like it.
verse? Wait. How does that look?
So
Where's the
verse
third
1, verse 2, chorus. Verse 3, chorus. Chorus, bridge, chorus.
All right. So 3 verses.
There we go. Regrets collect like old friends, here to relive your darkest moments. I can see no way, and all of the ghouls come out to play. And every demon wants his pound of flesh. But I like to keep some things to myself. I like to keep my issues drawn. It's always darkest before the dawn.
Okay. I'm seeing some deepness there.
Okay, so here's
one.
this
Pound
is
of
the
flesh, not
this
my
is the
favorite
first verse.
phrase there,
Okay,
but-
so okay, regrets collect like old friends is the most bizarre statement to me.
Yeah. That's one of those things that really hit, like you were saying before. It's great. You can't really tell people why. It just is good literature.
I spent so as I was analyzing this, I spent a good 10 minutes because
Thinking
I'm an
about that.
introvert by nature. I don't like people.
No.
And so to me I was like, yeah, regrets, old friends, right? Here to relive your darkest moments. Okay, so when she was asked about this song,
Yeah.
Florence, she said what this was really about, or kind of what she was getting at, was after nights of, we'll say, substantive drinking, lots of alcohol.
All right.
She feels like there's this inner demon inside of her demanding this pound of flesh from her, demanding that she give these lyrics to the world.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
And so she has all of these inner regrets that are just like dying to come out, but she doesn't want all of them to come out. Okay? So when she says every demon wants his pound of flesh, that's her way of saying this inner demon is like demanding that this stuff comes out of her.
That's
Now, the
interesting.
pound of
Yeah.
flesh is, I think, a fantastic metaphor because it comes from Shakespeare, Merchant of Venice.
Is it a cliche? That's all. That's the only thing. A pound of flesh has been used quite a bit.
A pound of flesh has been pounded. Okay. Anyway.
Yep.
I
Keep
don't think
going
it is.
down that trail.
Keep going down that trail and see yourself banned from the YouTube. I like to keep my issues drawn. It's always darkest before the dawn.
I like that phrase a lot. I like to keep my issues drawn.
Okay, so
It's always
I actually
darkest
sat there
before
and
the-
I was like,
the dawn.
what does that mean? And then I actually had to look up drawn in multiple senses of the word because I was like, I think I get it, but I'm not sure I get it.
Yeah, you like to go to the next level. To see
And what I came to the conclusion was like you draw the blinds, like as in you're closing them off, right? So I like to keep my issues closed off, like to part it to myself.
or to be drawn into you, maybe perhaps like pull them in close, so that they're not available for other people to.
Yep.
Like.
All right, so let's go
Gosh,
over
I-
rhyme scheme. So she rhymes friends and moments. That's not even close.
I don't even think that's a rhyme. Yeah.
But it works in the song. Like you hear it in the song in the very beginning, you're like, regrets collect like old friends, moments. The way she sings it, it works.
It works.
Aha! I was like, cool.
Oh, so old friends and then moments.
Yep.
That's really where the.
Yeah.
I can kind of see that.
Right? And then I can see no way, I can see no way. All of the ghouls come out to play. So the B rhyme is she rhymes way and play, which is a perfect rhyme. Good closure.
Yeah. No problem there.
Okay, that leads us to the end of the first verse. Here's the power position I was talking about. I like to keep my issues drawn. It's always darkest before the dawn. And that leads us right into the next verse and the choruses.
So what is the power position there? What does that mean?
Okay, we will get to it because
sorry.
she repeats this, okay, in each verse. Except for the very end.
Oh, there we go.
Here we go. Okay, second verse. And I've been a fool and I've been blind. I can never leave the past behind. I can see no way. I can see no way. I'm always dragging that horse around. All of his questions, such a mournful sound. Tonight I'm going to bury that horse in the ground. So I like to keep my issues drawn, but it's always darkest before the dawn. So there we go. We repeat that again. Okay. Here we go. We rhyme blind with behind, so it's a perfect rhyme.
Yeah.
Good closure. And then I can see no way. I can see no way. I'm always. So she completely ignores that B rhyme and moves to a completely different rhyme. So we're going to rhyme the next three lines, which is around, sound, and ground. All of them perfect rhymes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right before we jump back into our power position of.
Yeah.
So I like to keep my issues drawn. It's always darkest before the dawn. Then we jump into the chorus, which is shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Whoa. And it's hard to dance with the devil on your back, so shake him off. The dance with the devil on your back is actually from an old evangelical Christian hymn, something like 1700, something like that. I forget who wrote it.
Yes. I for some reason I was thinking Batman.
Of course.
There's that phrase in the Jack Nicholson
No,
says, "Have you
just-
ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?" Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that's right, actually.
That's just where I was.
He does say that. You are correct, Art.
I know that I'm correct. That's not a problem. The problem is not my correctness when it comes to Batman trivia. Sorry, continue.
Okay, verse 3. Now, here is where I think she changes the spotlight, or at least the temperature of the spotlight.
All right.
Okay? So from this point forward, it's been, I've got these regrets. I've got this stuff that's coming out, right? I've got this dead horse that I'm just beating. Oh, speaking of another cliche that I think she uses well, okay? I'm always dragging that horse around. Mm-hmm. Beating a dead horse is the cliche. She never says she beats a dead horse, but we know what she's talking about.
Right.
That's brilliant use of metaphor.
Yeah, it's just changing the cliche enough to make it interesting.
Yeah. Which we talked about before.
We know what she means, but there's also additional meaning to it.
and the
like
fact that she
adds.
says, tonight I'm going to bury that horse in the ground. Fantastic
Like, this
use
is the
of a
end.
metaphor.
Oh, so beautiful.
And not making a cliche. If she would have said, I'm going to beat that horse to the ground or something of that sort, I would have been like, whatever, I'm done with you. Get out of my life.
And Eric would not like this song. And
wouldn't.
that's the amazing thing about
Nope.
Florence and the Machine.
Yeah.
Her writing.
Okay, here we go.
Did she write this? Is that
Yes,
the
she
way
did.
that worked?
Yeah. Yeah, she wrote it all. Okay, so verse 3. I feel like she changes it, so it's not just the regrets. We're going to reframe the entire template and say there's something internal that needs to be changed completely. Okay?
Okay.
And I'm done with my graceless heart, so tonight I'm going to cut it out and then restart. So she rhymes heart and restart.
Okay.
Because I like to keep my issues drawn. It's always darkest before the dawn. And then she jumps into the chorus.
There we go.
Okay. So once again, we have that power position because she's repeated it. This is the third time she's repeated it now. Okay.
Would this be kind of like a vocal hook kind of thing? Or is
so,
it just the
so the
rhyming?
hook is, so shake him off. Whoa. That would be the hook.
Okay.
I like the idea. And it's so visceral to me. I'm done with my graceless heart, so I'm going to cut it out and restart. Like, that is such a cool lyric to me. Like, it is so visual, and the imagery is so awesome. I don't know. I love it. Okay. So we're moving on to it's a chorus verse. It's the same chords and stuff as the chorus, but she sings a verse on top of it.
Okay.
Okay. And it's hard to dance with the devil on your back, and given half the chance, would I take any of it back? It's a fine romance, but it's left me so undone. It's always darkest before the dawn. So she changed her power position there. Okay? Because I like to keep my issues drawn is now changed to it's a fine romance, but it's left me so undone. And I like what she's done there. Okay. This entire time she's been saying, I'm keeping my issues. I'm keeping my issues. I can't do it anymore. It was a fine romance, but I'm undone by it. Oh, that was cool.
So
right?
interesting. Yeah.
Referencing that clear back from the thing she's repeated 3 times. Now it's changed. Something in the song has changed. There's like this plot change. I don't know. I think it's great.
Yeah, I think that's good.
And I love the imagery of this too. It's a fine romance because romance is obviously something you want to be engaged in. It's almost like people who love their problems and their issues and just can't let them go.
Ooh.
Like me in Dark Souls. Can't let it go.
So many issues. But the funniest thing was when I texted you last night about the game and you were like, I'm not watching it. I'm playing Dark Souls.
Yeah. Okay. We go to the bridge. So we're a family-friendly podcast. Does that mean I can't say this?
Oh, man. This is right on the edge.
This is tricky.
You know
'Cause
what?
if we
I
say
think
this
you can.
and someone reports us, we
No.
could get banned by iTunes.
So I think that this is acceptable because it is not cursing.
It's not us swearing. It's with Florence swearing.
It's not cursing at all. So it's not swearing because...
Okay, whoever you are, don't report us. We have to keep our clean tag anyway.
All right. I don't think anyone's going to mind.
And I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. So here's to drinks in the dark at the end of my road. And I'm ready to suffer, and I'm ready to hope. It's a shot in the dark aimed right at my throat.
Whoa.
Whoa, right? I love
so
it.
good.
And this
Love
is where
these lyrics.
she starts building, because looking for heaven found the devil in me. Looking for heaven found the devil in me. Well, what's going to happen? I'll let it happen to me. Yeah. And then she moves on to the chorus. Shake it out. Whoa. And it's hard to dance with the devil on your back, so shake him off. So overall, like, I feel like she ties in a lot of the ideas together. I feel like there's a character change in this, and I also feel like the imagery, it's so thick with imageries using ghouls and demons and dragging, like beating the dead horse, but not using the cliche, cutting out a graceless heart, dancing with the devil on your back. Like, I love the concept of having a devil on your back and trying to shake it off. Like,
It really is. It really speaks to that, like having the emotional or the physical or whatever problems you have, and then being so overwhelming in many ways.
So overall, like, and we didn't talk about the rhymes. Sorry about that.
This is
we'll go
verse
back.
3, right?
Okay, so the chorus verse. She rhymes back and back, okay? It's hard to dance with the devil on your back, and given half the chance, would I take any of it back, right?
Okay, so there's 2 different backs there.
Yeah.
How do we feel about that? I feel okay about that.
Yeah, in this instance, I'm okay with it because, I don't know, she's rephrasing the whole dance with the devil on your back thing.
I think if you're going to rhyme like the word two, but use all three different versions of two, that would be interesting.
And then when she changed the rhyme from instead of issues drawn to so undone, it's always darkest before the dawn. So undone and dawn are very, very far away as far as a rhyme. But it still works.
Hey,
And that's it.
great
Let's
lyrics.
see. That's the rhyme scheme. So overall, I feel like the imagery, and I feel like I think this highlights the idea of a power position.
Yeah.
Lyrics that lead you into the chorus, and then as you change that, as she does, it's a fine romance, what's left me so undone, and jumps back into that chorus. It changes the view of the chorus.
Yeah,
anyway.
definitely. Like changing your perspective of it as the song goes along.
Yeah.
That's masterful writing.
Yeah.
Very good. Thanks for
And
bringing
that's
this to our
it.
attention.
Songwriting, lyrics. Thanks, Florence. Friend of the
Analyzation.
podcast, Florence.
Shake it off.
So,
Shake it out.
So it's actually Shake It Out,
Yep.
but she ends it with, so shake him off.
Right.
And now we're going to black out the thing and dance to Taylor Swift.
That's right. Wait, what?
It has a
Well, I'm
blacked
sure in a
out-
few
yeah.
weeks we'll be reporting on the
Hasn't
legal
blacked out
battle
yet.
between Florence and the Machine and Taylor Swift.
How funny would that be?
Yeah.
The phrase "shake it off" has been trademarked by Taylor Swift, and anyone using that phrase will have to pay 5 cents.
Which is such a weird world we live in.
So anyway,
Thanks,
that was
guys.
songwriting.
That was great, Eric. Thanks. This is the part of the week where we share our
Picks of the week.
picks of the week. Bands that we've been listening to that we enjoy.
Or artists, musicians, anybody that we want you to go out and support.
Yeah, we generally try to pick people that are not, super popular or super out there. People who are true artists, struggling, getting out there, however you want to describe it.
Support them financially with hugs.
Send them
With
kisses
love.
online, little emoticons, but money especially. They need money. They all
Art, we all need
are
money.
desperate. No, I'm okay.
The whole "I heart you." I would take that instead of money, right?
Yeah, sure. Whatever works. All right, my
Art
pick of
just
the
wants
week
hugs.
is the band called The Accidentals, and they have an EP that I found on noisetrade.com because that's where I go. And it's called the Parking Lot EP. This song is called Epitaphs.
Greatest people. Ooh, she's got a new fake tan, drinking pop culture from a silver can.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's something fun about
That
that
was
band.
great.
I like the acoustic guitar. I like her voice, and yeah, lots of good stuff happening there. So go check them out. Again, that's the Accidentals, and
Cool.
they have the EP was Parking Lot EP. I'm sure they have other
Tight,
recordings
tight,
out there
tight.
too. Yeah. Eric, how about you?
So I already told you. The Prophets of Rage.
Ah, yes.
So I have a clip. This is all I could grab.
Wait, hold on. The Prophets of Rage, but they have no new music. So is this Rage Against the Machine?
No, I'm pretty sure they have some new music,
Oh.
and this is at least the snippet I could gather.
Oh, okay. All right.
But no, they were doing covers of. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna look it up again.
Audio Slave?
No,
That's another one of Tom Morello's projects.
no, they're doing covers of Rage Against the Machine. They're doing Public Enemy covers and Cypress Hill covers.
All right.
Yeah, so it's quite the
That's
catalog.
intense.
For some reason, I was thinking elephants and unicorns. I don't know why.
Is that a band name?
No, should be though.
All right. Yeah, that sounds like a cool band name. All right, here we go.
That was all I could grab. Make a way for the Prophets of Rage!
All right. Eric is really excited about the Prophets of Rage coming
I
back.
can't wait to rage.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Man,
I remember the first time he asked me about Rage Against the Machine. He's like, so you listen to Rage Against the Machine? I was like, no, I don't. And you're like, what? And that was the first time I had to explain, like, really, I kind of missed out on the 90s and the early 2000s.
So I tried to
classical
get one of my
minded.
guitar students to learn a Rage Against the Machine song once.
Yeah.
But she was like, is it supposed to be that heavy? You're like, we're in the wrong genre.
Yes, we're definitely in the
I
wrong
should probably
genre.
stop forcing my
But-
rock and roll on you.
You should definitely go check this out. You should definitely try to play this.
You should definitely rage and go paint your nails black and bug your parents.
You may not like this now, but your kids, they're going to love it.
Oh.
That's right.
Anyway, that's it. That's the show.
Folks, follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. Make sure that you check out our Facebook page, talking about Noise Audio Show. We are also on the website, the HTML thing, at talkingaboutnoise.blogspot.com. I'm on Twitter at Artmore Studios. He's on Twitter at I Am The Swoop. I'm on Instagram also at Artmore Studios. But the biggest thing we need, seriously, folks, the biggest thing we need is for everyone to make an iTunes account. Go and find us on the
Make an
iTunes.
iTunes account.
And
Do we have to
give us a good review for iTunes. We need good reviews for iTunes.
I should give my own review. Huh?
There's no real other way to do reviewing for podcasts except for on iTunes. So
Did
we
you
need you to
know
go do that.
that companies actually hire people to go give them positive reviews on like Amazon and Yelp?
I totally believe it.
So, one
We-
hug from Art
We would really like real reviews.
for every review. Good review given. If
Who-
it's a bad review,
Who am I hugging?
whoever will give you a good review.
All right. Give us a good review. I'll come give you a hug. I give great bear hugs. They're awesome. They are soft, cuddly.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
weird.
end on that note.
Did that go in a weird place? Sorry. Okay.
Did that go? This is what we say in public, in conversations. I'm sorry. Did that go in a weird place?
Did that go weird? That went weird real fast. Sorry, guys. I'll try not to do that next time.
Anyway, that's that.
All right. We're out of here. Rock on!